Last year we were using Google Open Class a lot for doing our PLP, and this year I have been teaching teachers how to use Google Drive instead. So today on December 2nd, we're actually doing a workshop after school on how to do it, but this is how you can do it if you miss out on the workshop or if you'd like to share this with your students later. When you are logged into your Google account, log into your Google Drive. The idea here, or the premise, is that you're going to create a folder, you as a student, create a folder within your Google Drive that you are then going to place all of your PLP documents into. So click on Create and then create a folder. This is where you would name your folder for your PLP documents. Now, I would recommend that you use your own name, so that way it's easier for your home-based teacher in order to locate you when they're looking through their massive amount of Google Drive folders. Then hit Create. Once the folder has been created, then you'll notice a folder on the left-hand side. Now, whenever you add anything, which you could do through creating, or if you're using Google Chrome, then you can also simply select files and move them. They will appear in your Google Drive. Now, in order to actually share this with your teacher, click on the drop-down arrow and then go to Share and then click on Share again. And this is where you would enter the name of your home-based teacher. So if Sue Orlowski is my home-based teacher, then I could add it here. I could give her view rights or edit rights. Probably just say view, although if they would like to have access to edit, then they can certainly do that as well. It's up to you and them. Then you could add a message.
Hi Chad, can I grab your computer and do it now? Alright, I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, so add in your message and then hit Share and Save. You can also have a copy of it sent to yourself as well. Now, what happens is that on their end, they will see a folder much like one of these that has been shared with them. It will have a little person on it, just like I have a folder that's shared with her. It has a little person on it, and anything that's placed in that folder she then has access to. So teachers, this means that you'll probably wind up with a bunch of different folders in your Google Drive for your different home-based students. In order to keep a little bit of control over them, you can also create a folder for your home-based students. And then once you have your folder for your home-based students, you can then put your home-based student folders into that home-based folder. So now if I click on home-based, I would find all my home-based students here. Now, one last word of advice. For those of you that are students, I would highly recommend that as you put stuff in your home-based folder, that you actually number it according to what artifact you are giving that artifact for. So if you're giving it for the first one, then make sure that you include the number 1 in the title in order to make it easier for your home-based teacher to identify what you are submitting the artifact for. That should about cover it. It's a pretty easy process and much simpler than using Google Open Class. If you have any questions at all, please see your home-based teacher, or home-based teachers, you can always get in contact with me.